They said, we're just country girls. We have no business in the city, and we don't want to go. You know. Actually, they didn't want to see Krishna in that condition because they wouldn't be able to enjoy with Krishna as they were used to doing. And plus, they really would feel out of place. Just like we do, you know, when we were up in the mountains for so long, and then we came down into the city and the airlines and America, and oh my God, you know. I'm always shocked. I mean, this is a nice part of America where we are. This is one of the nicest areas in America. I mean, the Northeast, you know. Once you get above New York City, up in Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York State, upstate, like Vermont and Maine and places like this, some of the most beautiful areas of America. But, you know, still, I mean, you go around and you see all this nonsense, Maya. That's really heavy, you know. So they didn't have any desire to leave Vrindavan and go to Mathura or Dwarka, even though, of course, you know, they would be guests of honor and so on like that. They simply didn't want to go. But everybody knew about it, and there are even stories about some of the residents of Vrindavan going to Dwarka and showing the rasa dance and things like this, you know. And so, yeah, they knew.
Showing the rasa dance?
Yeah, yeah. Without Krishna, just showing, you know, the dance. It was a dance that the people of Vrindavan do even today, like a round dance with many couples. Yeah.
Like when Laksmi wanted to go to Vrindavan.
Lakshmi?
Yes. She wanted to join the rasa dance?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Laksmi.
yeah, it's not that easy for Lakshmi, because Lakshmi, of course, is in the mood of opulence. And the mood in Vrindavan is one of natural simplicity. So Lakshmi doesn't exactly fit in there.
Yeah.
There's no need for Lakshmi because the residents of Vrindavan have the cows. Their opulence is of a different nature. They are very natural, down-to-earth people, and they don't get involved in all this money stuff. So Lakshmi would be as out of place there as the gopis would be in Dwarka or someplace like that.
Yeah, I remember reading something about that she tried.
Yeah.
But then she couldn't quit the opulences.
Yeah, she was performing austerities and stuff to go to Vrindavan, but she wasn't successful. Okay, any questions? No questions? How many viewers do we have?
We have 11.
Ah. Well, I guess just have to call the line. Is that A?
There's one question.
Oh, there's a question.
There's a question from Prasad. Dear
Okay.
Babaji, please accept my humble obeisances. Doesn't the emotion of anxiety unpleasant, causing pain to Mother Yasoda?
Well, there's mundane anxiety and there's transcendental anxiety. Mundane anxiety is when we feel anxiety apart from Krishna, and transcendental anxiety is when we feel anxiety in relation to Krishna. So when we feel anxiety or any of these other emotions in relation to Krishna, then it's simultaneously painful and pleasant. Anything in relation to Krishna is actually ecstatic. So these feelings, these bhavas, are different flavors of ecstasy in devotional service because they're related to Krishna. See? By remembering Krishna in any condition of life, one becomes blissful. Even if we are in anxiety or moroseness or devastation or any of these bhavas, we are all going to feel blissful by remembering Krishna. Because Krishna is the solace, he's the protection, he's the shelter. And if we're feeling some anxiety, then we should take shelter of Kṛṣṇa in that anxiety, and the anxiety will be moderated, if not go away completely. You should try that. Also, the devotees, I mean, they're anxious, but it's like they all, deep down, they know that Kṛṣṇa can never be defeated, that Kṛṣṇa can never be hurt, that Kṛṣṇa is indefeatable. So they're not, in a sense, they're not really worried for Kṛṣṇa. I mean, they feel that Kṛṣṇa is in danger, but it's not like they don't really fully believe it. So they, how can I say? It's almost like a game, you know? When children are playing a game, let's say they're playing cowboys and Indians or something like that, and the cowboys are going along and the Indians attack. Well, the cowboys become very anxious and they pick up their weapons and they start getting ready to fight and all of this. But they're not, are they really fighting? No, because they're all friends. Are they really anxious? No, because it's just a game. But at the same time, they're very convincing in their portrayal of the roles of their game. That's one of the things that makes the game fun. So, similarly, there are pastime plays where the devotees will recreate the pastimes of the Lord. And sometimes they will rehearse these plays for years before they actually present them. And they'll all play all the different roles and learn all the different parts so that they have a deep knowledge of that particular pastime. And then when they perform these pastimes, they actually feel the emotions that the Lord and his different associates feel during those pastimes. I know this because I've done it. I used to do plays with the Vaikuntha players in New York. So the players will actually feel the feelings, even though they know they're in a play. So similarly, in these pastimes, the devotees of the Lord, in one sense, they're not in anxiety or fear or any of these other states. But because to be a good actor in the Lord's pastimes requires these feelings at that particular time, they will actually feel those feelings, and those feelings are very real. But at the same time, they know actually this Kṛṣṇa is beyond all this. And it's transcendental. See, it's like transcendental life has many more levels. We're experiencing these different activities and feelings on many different levels of consciousness simultaneously. That's what it means when we say spiritual life is deep. It's not just simple. It's appropriately complex for the human condition, for the human nature. So it actually engages all the parts of the human psyche, all the aspects of the human soul in the service of Kṛṣṇa. And this service of Kṛṣṇa is totally ecstatic. So even in feeling fear or anxiety, the devotees are totally ecstatic. And it might be hard to understand until you actually experience it. Any other questions? No? What do we got there? G. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste